Book 1. Canto 73. The Nuptials. On that same day that saw the king his gift of kind distributing, the lord of Kakaya's son, by name Yuthajit, Bharat's uncle, came, asked of the monarch's health, and then addressed the reverend king of men. The lord of Kakaya's realm by me sends greeting, noble king, to thee, asks if the friends thy prayers would bless uninterrupted health possess. Right anxious, mighty king, is he my sister's princely boy to see. For this I sought Ayodhya fair the message of my sire to bear. Their learning, O my liege, that thou with sons and noble kinsmen now wast resting here, I sought the place longing to see my nephew's face. The king with kind observance cheered his friend by tender ties endeared, and every choicest honor pressed upon his honorable guest. That night with all his children spent, at morn King Dasaratha went, behind Vasishtha and the rest, to the fair ground for rites addressed. Then when the lucky hour was nigh called victory, of omen high, came Rama, after vow and prayer for nuptial bliss and fortune fair, with the three youths in bright attire, and stood beside his royal sire. To Janak then Vasishtha sped, and to Videha's monarch said, O king, Ayodhya's ruler now has breathed the prayer and vowed the vow, and with his sons expecting stands the giver of the maiden's hands. The giver and the taker both must ratify a mutual oath. Perform the part for which we wait, and rites of marriage celebrate. Skilled in the laws which scriptures teach, he answered thus Vasishtha's speech, O saint, what warder bars the gate? Whose bidding can the king await? In one's own house what doubt is shown? This kingdom, sage, is all thine own. E'en now the maidens may be found within the sacrificial ground, each vow is vowed and prayed each prayer, and they, like fire, are shining there. Here by the shrine my place I took expecting thee with eager look, no bar the nuptial rites should stay, what cause have we for more delay? When Janak's speech the monarch heard, to sons and saints he gave the word, and set them in the holy ring, then to Vasishtha spoke the king of Mithila, O mighty sage, now let this task thy care engage, and lend thine aid and counsel wise the nuptial rites to solemnize. The saint Vasishtha gave assent, and quickly to the task he went, with Visvamitra, nothing loath, and Satananda aiding both. Then, as the rules prescribe, they made an altar in the midst, and laid fresh wreaths of fragrant flowers thereon. The golden ladles round it shone, and many a vase, which branches hid fixed in the perforated lid, and sprays, and cups, and censers there stood filled with incense rich and rare, shell bowls, and spoons, and salvers dressed with gifts that greet the honored guest, piles of parched rice some dishes bore, others with corn prepared ran o'er, and holy grass was duly spread in equal lengths, while prayers were said. Next chief of saints, Vasishtha came and laid the offering in the flame. Then by the hand King Janak drew his Sita, beautiful to view, and placed her, bright in rich attire, Rama to face, before the fire, thus speaking to the royal boy who filled Kausalya's heart with joy, Here Sita stands, my daughter fair, the duties of thy life to share. Take from her father, take thy bride, join hand to hand, and bliss betide. A faithful wife, most blessed is she, and as thy shade will follow thee. Thus as he spoke the monarch threw o'er her young limbs the holy dew, while gods and saints were heard to swell the joyous cry, 'Tis well. 'Tis well. His daughter Sita thus bestowed, o'er whom the sacred drops had flowed. King Janak's heart with rapture glowed. Then to Prince Lakshman thus he cried, Take Urmila thine offered bride, and clasp her hand within thine own ere yet the lucky hour be flown. Then to Prince Bharat thus cried he, Come, take the hand of Mandavi. Then to Satrufna, in thy grasp the hand of Srutakirti clasp. Now, Raghu's sons, may all of you be gentle to your wives and true, keep well the vows you make today, nor let occasion slip away. King Janak's word the youths obeyed, the maidens' hands in theirs they laid. Then with their brides the princes went with ordered steps and reverent round both the fire and Janak, round the sages and the sacred ground. A flowery flood of lucid dyes in rain descended from the skies, while with celestial voices blent sweet strains from many an instrument, and the nymphs danced in joyous throng responsive to the minstrel's song. Such signs of exultation they saw on the prince's wedding day. Still rang the heavenly music sound when Ragu's sons thrice circled round the fire, each one with reverent head, and homeward then their brides they led. They to the sumptuous palace hied that Janak's care had seen supplied. The monarch girt with saint and peer still fondly gazing followed near.